I know people at work and stuff. All right, so um, it's gonna be a few things we're gonna be talking about. I got stuff written down. If anybody having a hard time seeing the channels, please message me. I don't know what Launchpass is on, but they literally like messed up the whole opening day. Like it was terrible. So if you're having a hard time, please message me separately on Discord. My DMs on Instagram is super flooded. It's over like 100 people. Like it's hard for me to get to everybody. So yeah, I don't know if I can get to you on Instagram, but please message me on Discord. Um, if you don't have the course, please type in 0 in the chat. If you don't have a course, I just want to know how many people on here that don't have a course before I start talking about stuff that don't make sense to you. Okay, well, there's a lot of people that don't have a course. Okay, that's tough. Okay, let's see. What, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 10 people. 11. Okay. For the people that don't have the course, you're probably gonna have to just come back to this video after you go through it because it's gonna be stuff I'm gonna be talking about that you're not gonna understand. So you can still be here though because I am gonna be showing how to turn in homework because Tuesday is gonna be some homework. And like I said, we need that to get done by Saturday. It's not gonna be a lot of homework. I just want to see if y'all doing everything correctly. So firstly, we're gonna go through the setups that happened this past week on NAS 100 because it was certain setup that I didn't take, but y'all took, and y'all felt like it wasn't valid, and they were valid, but I choose certain setups just off of the candlestick that's being broken. So we're gonna go through that. Also, the main topic of this webinar today is certain setups worth taking because you gotta measure like how big is your stop loss. If your stop loss is extremely big, please don't take that setup. That's why we wait for candles to break. So if that candle that's breaking, if it's too large, don't take that setup because your stop loss is going to be extremely large, especially for indices. I don't know who trade US 30 in here, but y'all know like it can get crazy. So that stop loss, no. So it was a reason why I didn't take certain setups this week on NAS, and y'all did, and some of y'all won, but I saw that 60 pip stop loss. It was over with. So okay, so let's just go through it. So let's go take this off. So we're gonna go through all the setups that we took, or the available setups that was going on during the week. So right here, this was Friday. Okay, this was Friday. I didn't trade Friday. Some of y'all did, and it was two setups. You could have took this setup right here, this setup right here, as soon as it opened. But I don't like taking setups before 9:30. So you probably was gonna take this supply right here. So honestly, you might as well not even count this setup. This supply setup right here. Now, y'all know I love setups like this. I love setups like this because it's a gap attached to it. So I'm going to do the replay mode right here. And right here, this is a dead giveaway that it wanted to come back to this area. Now, this is NAS though. Y'all know I don't like selling NAS. But this is high probability supply. What the? Let me not look at the chat. I'm sorry. This is a high probability supply. This high probability because there's a gap attached to it. Now, and of course, there's two sets of supply and demand. The ones that's low probability, they don't have no gap. Okay, write that down. They don't have no gap. It's just aggressive buying coming out of the area, but there's no gap attached to it. When there's no gap, that's low probability supply and demand. I trade those, but I don't trade them as much as these because these hit the most. I'm just let you know right now, these hit the most. So this is a setup right here for Friday. It tapped right into it, and then it dropped. Now, some of y'all are getting confused with the gaps. I'm gonna replay this one more time because the gaps is going to happen. It's going to happen really fast since we're on a 5-minute chart. So right here between this area, right here is a gap. What is going on? Okay. Between right here is a gap. Can y'all hear me? Because I'm hearing like an echo. I need to know. Okay, okay, we good. Okay, cool. I'm hearing this echo. This is pissing me off. All right, I'm gonna put the chat back on just so I can see everybody. All right, so yeah, this red candle right here, it left the gap. When you see that it's a momentum candle, when you see it's a momentum candle and it's a gap left after that push, that's going to be a high probability. Okay, so from right here, this candle left the gap from starting from right here. Let me circle it. Starting from right here to there. That's a gap in the market. We look at current gaps, especially when it's high probability supply and demand. This right here is demand too. Always look at the last down candle before it do its major push. Always look at the last down candle before a high probability demand. And always look at the last up candle before high probability supply. Okay, so this is demand too. But which one do you choose? So let me fast forward. Okay, now right there, that makes it invalid. Right then and there, it's invalid. So as soon as it get invalid, just delete the zone, and we're going off of what gets respected. That's all we're doing. What is getting respected? Let me take this off. Okay. Now we're tapping. We're gonna tap into that zone, and then it breaks. Now your stop loss for this situation, I'm definitely going to put my stop loss above this candle because if I put it up here, don't cause it's a max capacity of 100 people on here. That's tough. Damn, I didn't know that. Okay, well, yeah, they just gonna have to just wait then because I didn't know it was a max capacity. That's tough. Yeah, they're gonna have to just wait until it's over. I didn't know it was a max capacity for Zoom. I thought you could do like 500, 1,000. I'm gonna have to fix that. But so yeah, for right here, for this setup right here, I'm putting my stop loss above here. I'm not gonna put it up here because you have to change the settings. Okay, let me should I just change it right now? I think I should just change it right now because I want everybody to be in here. You said we can wait. Okay, yeah. Let me just wait because I can't be taking up everybody's time. Y'all got stuff to do. I'm gonna fix it on next Zoom. Yeah, I'm gonna upgrade it. Okay, so yeah, my stop loss is gonna be up here. It's not gonna be all the way up here because again, if your stop loss is too big, we still gotta go for a 1-to-1. We still gotta go for a 1-to-1. So no, this is. Oh, you said why is my supply box so big? It's big because it left a gap attached to it. Let me take this off. Take this off right here. It's big because it left the gap. When I look for high probability supply, you got to mark up that entire candle that was the last up candle before it dropped. Okay, so this green candle right here was the last up candle before it left the gap, which was this candle right here. Okay, now it's I mean you could put a line. It all depends on how you want to draw it. But it's going to get disrespected if it's not valid. If it breaks above here, it's not valid. It was just a plain loser. So like I said, my stop loss is gonna be right here. I'm not putting it all the way up there. But that was a setup for Friday. Let's go to Thursday. Thursday setup. I wasn't trading on Thanksgiving, so it was over with. I'm not trading that. Okay, I think this is a Wednesday setup. Okay, yeah. Everybody, most of y'all caught this setup. This was actually a beautiful setup. I'm kind of mad I missed it. Okay, very textbook. We got a swing low. Let me zoom in on this swing low so y'all can see it. This swing low right here was enough for me to take a buy off of it because it grabbed liquidity. Look at how it grabbed that liquidity right there. It grabbed liquidity over here, and we're on a bank level. That was two confluences right there. We grabbed liquidity and we're on a bank level. It was just higher probability. Like that would just, and then if you would have entered down here, somebody just drew something. I think you should like erase it right there. But And it's like TPs. We have gaps right here. We got a gap right here in the market, and we have liquidity sitting above here. So everything was saying buy once you got in that buy. Once you got in that buy down here, everything was just saying just hold, like hold, because so how do you know that that's a bank level? What do you mean? That's a valid bank level. It goes in increments of 125. Go check the announcements channel on my Discord, and you will see. But yeah, this is valid. This is a valid setup. I'm mad I missed it, but for y'all that caught it, beautiful setup. Let's go to that was Wednesday, Tuesday. Okay, now this was the day that y'all took this buy. I didn't take it. Okay, because we gotta discuss why certain setups I will not take, even though it looked good. I'm not taking it. Look at this red candle right here. Let's zoom in. Look at this red candle right here. This red candle is extremely large. Now, I don't know. Some of y'all are entering trades and y'all not waiting for the candles to break. So I don't know what type of style of trading. Like, is y'all mixing other stuff? If y'all are, you know what I'm saying, that's just what y'all do. But I wait for confirmation. I wait for candles to break. The only time I use buy limits or sell limits is on high probability supply or demand. That's it. If it's not high probability, I'm not using no type of, I'm not just buying because it's on a level, or you know what I'm saying? Like, I have to wait for confirmation. So if y'all are getting in like down here, I mean, in a way that could be luck, or you just know you getting, like, you're waiting for, I don't know. I honestly don't know how you getting in down here if you're not waiting for candles to break. So if you're using my trading style and you're mixing other stuff with it, then that's cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Do you? But I didn't take this because look at how big your stop loss would have been if you would have wait for that red candle to break and you would have put your stop loss underneath that candle. How many pips was that? That was 63 pips. That's what, no, no, no. I'm not doing that. So that's why I passed this up. So I asked, are every setup worth taking, because I got a 63 pip stop loss. We on NAS 100. It could push up in momentum, or it may not push up in momentum. So I'm not saying it's a gamble, because this is a good setup, but my stop loss have to make sense. I'm not going to do stuff like this either. I be seeing y'all do this too. Y'all do something like that. This is because y'all want to have a tight stop loss, but does it make sense? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, does the stop loss make sense? I don't care if you have a tight stop loss, you're getting 1 to 13 RRs. Do your stop loss make sense? Like, that's the main thing. I passed up on it just because this candle ruined it for me, which was this red candle right here. It ruined it for me. Now the real setup was these swing highs right here. Right here. And I chose this because this is an equal top right here. This is a equal high, which is an M. And also this is what? Liquidity. So it came up here. What did it do? We had major rejections. These candles right here, major rejections on that level. It was a valid sale. Now, do I like sales? No, but other students took this sale and they took all of this. Y'all took all of this. So I'm just like, okay, that was a good trade. That was more quality than this trade. Now look at the candles that's being broken right here versus down here. That's why on levels, it don't matter if it's supply and demand or support and resistance. It doesn't matter. You're gonna want to see some type of dojis, some type of wicks. We don't want full big body candles on these levels. That's what we don't want. Okay, so that's why I'll be telling y'all, like, y'all gotta know y'all candlestick patterns, because when you start seeing price slow down, like, we want to see it slowing down. We don't want it to be a down up candle like this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now I gotta get in all high. No, I want to get in right here. That's more high probability, and we got a tighter stop loss. That's what we want. So and it makes sense too. So I'm not putting my stop loss down here. That's a 63 pip stop loss. How big was this stop loss if you'd have waited for this to break? Let me see. 24 pips. I can do that. You know what I'm saying? I can do that. And we had liquidity down here if you would have take that sell. Come on now. So that could have been an easy 1 to 4, 1 to 5, just off of that trade alone. So definitely when y'all take y'all setups, look at the candle that's being broken. How big is that candle? Because if it's huge, and especially what instrument, because like I know some of y'all might trade crypto, y'all might trade gold or forex pairs. Measure that candle. How big is that candle? Because if it's too large, you might want to pass it up, and it's okay to pass up setups. I don't trade every single day. You know what I'm saying? Do you reset your bank levels every week? Nah. I mean, I just like we know NAS 100 is going up. So as it's increasing over time, over months and weeks, I just another increment 125, another increment 125, even US 30, another increment 250. Just keep adding to it, and just leave them on your chart. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, just leave it on your chart. What was that? That was this Monday? I believe this is Monday, or was this Monday? Yeah, this trade right here. I didn't take. Oh yeah, this is the day that left me. Yeah, and this is the day that left me. I went to the bathroom and then it just took off. But this is actually at 9:32, so I don't trade the New York Stock Exchange open. Another thing y'all been asking me, okay, do you trade the New York Stock Exchange open? I was, but I completely stopped because some days I will lose instantly, and I got tired of that. And immediately, as soon as I stopped trading 9:30, win rates are going up very high. So if you want to trade the New York Stock Exchange, that is at your own risk. I don't preach that. I don't preach that at all. Wait until 9:40 or like 9:37, something like that. But at the end of this, I'm gonna just let y'all have y'all questions. I do want to show y'all how to turn in homework because it have to be correct. I'm not gonna lie. So let's go back to the front. Let's take this off. I hope I'm not confusing the new people, but you kind of are gonna be confused. Not gonna lie. Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna sum up what I was just talking about. Make sure the setup that you're taking is it worth taking. Please, really be careful, like, cause y'all might see a setup and y'all be like, okay, I want to take that setup, but is it actually worth taking it though? Because we don't want big stop losses. That's why I tell y'all risk management is kind of like key. And if you're taking setups with these big ass candles on your levels, your stop loss is extremely big, and then you enter the trade without calculating your lot size, and then you lose. Now you're gonna be pissed off. You know what I'm saying? So definitely be careful of no, pay attention to the candle that's on the level being broken. That's major. Okay. So I'm about to show y'all exactly how I want the homework, just so y'all can what's a reasonable stop loss in terms of pips. It depends on what you're trading. What are you trading? You know what I'm saying? If you're trading EU, you're not gonna have nothing more than like 10 pips, you know what I'm saying? Or GU, 1 and 2%. Okay, so let's just go to GU. Let's just go to something else. I'm gonna copy and paste this and then we're gonna go to my computer's acting so slow. This internet here is terrible. Oh my god. Yeah, Magic Key is gonna help you. Now, okay, with Magic Keys with indices though, I they not the best. They not the best with risk management. With forex pairs, yes, and gold. Some reason it worked very well with gold with Magic Keys, but with indices, absolutely not. It would calculate it completely wrong. I don't know what it is, but how Magic Keys calculate the risk, like when y'all got Magic Keys and y'all moving the tabs up and down, it don't calculate it right. And I noticed that I'm like, hold on, that's not how much I was willing to lose. You know what I'm saying? Or I was willing to win. Like my win may be a little bit bigger. So yeah, definitely Magic Keys on indices wouldn't recommend. Only forex pairs and gold for sure. Let me go to GU. I'm gonna just do a setup and I'm gonna just show you how. Okay, this is one right here. So the homework, it's gonna be different types of homework. Okay, so I'm gonna be doing homework like, okay, I want 5 charts of only pound pairs, high probability demand, and this is how I want y'all to do it. So I want y'all to mark up the zone. I mean, y'all gonna have different charts clearly, but mark up the zone. Where are you gonna be entering the trade? I don't like this setup. Let me go to another setup. This is so slow. Oh my god. Okay, this is perfect. I actually took the setup. So so for this situation right here, I'm gonna do like I want 5 charts on pound pairs, right? It don't matter what pair. It can be GBP CAD, GBP NZD, doesn't matter. Then I'm gonna tell you to mark up high probability supply because I honestly I'm gonna keep it 110% with everybody on this live, bro. If you literally only trade the high probability supply and demand, your win rate is gonna extremely increase. I'm just gonna be real with y'all. Like I don't even trade low probability like that. Like it's cool. Like if you just want to get a trade in, like yeah. But if you don't want to lose like that, please trade the high probability supply and demand. Like it will save you. Okay. So right here, I would say I want to see your stop loss. Let me type this in real quick. So I want you to show me where you're going to enter in at. Where's your stop loss? Okay. What type of setup is this? Is this support resistance or supply and demand? Where's liquidity? Where's the gaps looking left? Where's the gaps? We gotta know these things because like it gotta make sense to why you want to take this trade. If the trade don't make sense, please don't take it, man. It's just that simple. Don't take the trade if it don't make sense. So right here, I need y'all to show me where y'all stop loss is at. So are you gonna have it up here? Are you gonna have it down here? And then I want you to again show me if it's support and resistance or supply and demand, and where's liquidity. So you have to look left and show me where is liquidity that haven't been touched. We have to know that. Where is liquidity that haven't been touched? So you would have to you can use this tool and just mark up the liquidity and just put a cash money sign right there. Just put a cash money sign where liquidity is at. Okay. And gaps in the market, it's going to be different because if I tell y'all to do some homework on indices, it may not be no price action looking left. Okay, so if there's no price action looking left, you don't have to worry about the gaps. Okay, but if you on forex pairs, Bitcoin, Ripple, whatever, show me where is the gaps at looking left that haven't been touched. You know what I'm saying? So right here, everything's been filled. If we look left from right here, yep, that filled in that gap right there. This gap been filled, and so there is no gaps. So if there is no gaps, don't worry about the gaps in the market. Okay, don't even worry about it. That's perfectly fine. And then lastly, where will you leave the runner? Like where is a good potential that the runner can go to? We don't just leave runners and then we leave them for the rest of the you know what I'm saying, the week. We don't do that, bro. We don't do that. Are we doing this on live charts or a while back testing? What you talking about? Turning in the homework? Are you talking about turning in the homework? Back testing, not live charts. Back testing for sure. Cause I'm gonna need 5 charts from everybody. Okay, at least 5 charts, and then I just want to see if y'all doing it right. Then I might increase the number too. Cause the more you do it, and the more I check it and it's correct, y'all just gonna get better over time, and then y'all gonna be, you know what I'm saying, nice with it. Cause there's some people that's nice, bro. Like for real, I'll be like, dang, you know what I'm saying? I'll be going crazy. But yeah, that's basically it. Like the homework, it's really simple, but I just want to make sure y'all doing it right. Because if y'all doing it wrong and y'all winning, that's why I said that on Instagram a couple weeks ago. I don't want y'all to win. How do we turn it in? Okay, I'm glad you just asked that. So how do you turn in your chart? You will go to this area right here. It's a camera logo right here. I don't trade candlesticks. Can I still turn the homework? What are you using? What are you using? So is liquidity basically swing highs and swing lows? Yes, it is. Anything that haven't been reached, liquidity. So this is how you turn the homework. After you mark up everything and everything that's on this list right here. If you didn't write this down, it's in the announcements tab on the Discord, so you can just use that. But you're gonna click this camera logo right here, click it, then you're gonna click copy chart. You're gonna copy chart, and then you're gonna go to the Discord and drop it in there. Okay, so please don't spam. Please do not spam charts in there. If I ask for 5, can I just get 5, please? Thank you. That would be very appreciated because I know some people might do like 15, you know what I'm saying? And that's cool too, but it's just like it's a lot of y'all. So it's like if you drop 15, then another person drop 15. We got over 1,000 charts, you know what I'm saying? So please just do 5 charts. Um so yeah, that's basically the homework. So like I'm open for questions right now. Any questions, um, any problems, whatever. Because this is just the first webinar, so I didn't want to just, you feel me, go through too much, especially with new people. Drop it in the homework tab, right? Yep. Is there any bank levels for gold? I don't use bank levels for gold, and so that's a no. What time are you on the charts? I'm on Eastern Standard Time. Right now, I'm on Central Time, so it's kind of a little bit weird. I'm a hour back. On GU, I wake up around 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, and then I trade around 9 a.m. So I trade like for GU, I trade before 9:30. What makes it low probability? Low probability setups are supply and demand that don't have no gaps to it. That don't have no gaps to it. It's just aggressive buying come out of the area, but it already the gap already been filled before it took off. So that makes it low probability. High probability it have gaps attached to it. Are you going to show us more on US 30? You want me to go through some setups on US 30? I can do that. Why did you choose GU as the second pair? Because it moves a little bit faster. I like Euro USD, but it just moves too slow. You know what I'm saying? I can put US 30 on. We can go through some setups. Okay, I'm about to answer these questions, and then I'm gonna get to US 30 for sure. All right. What is a leverage? So my challenge account that I'll be like flipping accounts 1 to 500. My regular large account 1 to 300. 1 to 300. Do you trade JER 30? No. So homework drops on Tuesday and turn it in on Saturday. Yep, correct. Turn it in on Saturday. By the time we get to this next Saturday, I should be looking at charts, analyzing like, okay, you're doing this right. Okay, good shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we can just get right. What are the bank levels for GU and GJ? I only use bank levels for indices. It's in the announcements tab. I don't use bank levels for forex pairs. Did you say NAS bank levels is increments of 125? Yep, correct. No, it was never 25 pips. No. Damn, you look at a bigger time frame before you take trade. Um, okay, so the top-down analysis. Okay, when it comes to indices, if you go on a full hour, if you go on a daily, there's not a lot of information. Okay, that's why I base everything off the 5 minute and the 1 hour. Now, when it comes to forex pairs, you have to start at the full hour and work your way down. So look at the levels on the 4 hour, look at the levels on the 1 hour, and then whatever time frame that you like trading off of. Because even on a course, I say if you don't like, if the 5 minute is too fast for you, go on the 15 minute. Okay, just use the 15 minute chart. So but most of y'all probably trade the 5 minute anyway. But if the 5 minute is not working for you, you can use the 15 minute. You can even trade supply and demand on the 15 minute or the 1 hour. It just depends on, are you a scalper or are you like holding? Okay, we trade the 5 minute chart. Yeah, we trade the 5 minute chart. Can you go over the gaps? Are we only looking for them when it drop? No. We only looking at gaps far as take profits. We don't care about gaps. We only care about gaps when we're looking for high probability supply and demand, and we're looking at gaps to see where we can leave runners. That's it. That's it. We're not using it to trade off of it. We're just seeing, okay, is this high probability supply and demand and take profits? That's it. That's it. That is it. I saw you draw your supply and demand from the last bullet. Is there a reason? I mean, that's where the gap. That's where the gap was left. So like right here, that was the last up candle before it dropped. But that drop had a gap. You know what I'm saying? Like that makes it high probability. That's how I draw my supply and demand. I can't answer that. That's off topic, bro. I'm sorry. Is it 5 charts on one pair? You can switch it up. You can switch it up. It don't like whatever. I'm gonna type in the chat like, okay, this homework that's due Saturday, and I'm gonna have a criteria as to what I'm looking for everybody. Can you show an example with no gap? Okay, I can do that. Let me write this stuff down. I gotta write this down. There's a lot of questions. Example with no gap and US 30. Now I'm getting everybody on here. Everybody gonna get their answer. Their question answered. Are you trading the 5 for NAS? Yes, I am. Could you get? Could we get a how to on Hango trade? How to what to deposit? I have a whole video on liquidity on YouTube. A whole video. I I don't use bank levels for Bitcoin. Okay, I'm about to go through the gaps again. Okay. All right. So I'm about to go through the examples with no gaps. Okay. I'm gonna go over gaps, and then I'm gonna look at some sales for US 30, and then I guess we're gonna wrap it up if nobody have no more questions. So let's go. Let's try to find maybe US 30 got some setups that have no gaps. I wouldn't take no set with US 30 that don't have no gaps. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Let me go. Let me see. Okay, right here. Do I want to use this? It's kind of nah. That's a lot going on. I ain't about to use that one. Mm-mm. Oh, my computer is so damn slow. Mm. See, that's what I'm saying. Like these setups is you're not gonna see these often because they're not clear. They're not clear like that. So this is high probability right here. This is off topic, but this is high probability. I'm still looking. God damn, this computer's so slow. That got a gap attached to it. Can't use it. Okay, here we go right here. All right, so this one right here. Pay close attention to the candles. This is aggressive buying coming out this area. This is aggressive buying coming out this area. It comes back into it. You start seeing rejections and then buy. But what makes this low probability and why is this not a gap? It's not a gap because I'm going to do replay mode so y'all can really understand why this is not a gap. So this is the start of the push, right? This engulfing candle. At this very moment, it is a gap. It is not a gap anymore. Why is it not a gap? Because this candle right here pulled back and filled in that engulfing candle. It was a gap once it that candle closed, but then this candle opened and it wicked down right into that gap. You know what I'm saying? So as it did some aggressive buying, then it came back into it. It hit. However, it's still low probability because there is no gap attached to it. When there's a gap attached to it, it increases the chances because when they leave, when price leaves very fast, they didn't get everybody in. Like y'all got to understand that in a investor's perspective, they didn't get everybody in. That this pullback, this candle right here, let most of them get back in. Whether you believe it or not, that candle right there meant a lot because if they pull back, that means okay, I'm letting some more people get in to take off, and then it came back to the area. That's what makes it low probability because they already got everybody in, so they may not respect that level. That's what makes it low probability. Okay, let me see if I can find another setup. Say you missed the break of the entry candle and price went down. Will you still enter? What you mean? Your chat is going in and out. You can't hear me? Can y'all hear me? Okay, I don't know. She said my chat going in and out. Um, no video. Can y'all see me too? Okay, yeah. I don't know what's going on. But again, this is recorded, so you're gonna be able to see this all the way through. So I'm trying to find another a setup that's low probability because I want y'all to see the low probability ones too in case y'all like, I'm cool. Y'all gotta see those too. Okay, perfect. This right here, perfect. Oh yeah, this is perfect right here. This perfect right here. Now, when it comes to low probability, when you're drawing it out, you gotta draw the general area. That makes it even more low probability when you gotta draw out the general area. With high probability, you can draw up that last down candle before the demand is being created, or you can draw out the last up candle before the supply is being created. You can literally box that whole candle in. But when it comes to low probability and it's already been tapped into, there is no gap. You got to draw out the general area. So now your chances of being lowered just because like which candle are we using? It's already been tapped into. That's what I'm saying. Like this is low probability supply and demand for sure. So right here we got aggressive buying. We got these two candles coming out this area. It taps back into it. Okay. And honestly, if y'all do want to trade low probability supply and demand, put your stop loss below the zone. Don't put your stop loss below candles. Recommending that for sure. Like write that down. Like when you rewatch this video, write that down. If you're trading low probability supply and demand, put your stop loss underneath the zone. Don't put it underneath candles because it's already low probability. Okay. So aggressive buying came out this area and it tapped back into it. Okay. This candle broke right here, but then it dropped again. So you probably got stopped out if you put your stop loss underneath these candles and then you won. So definitely be careful about these low probability because like it may confuse you. I'm not gonna lie, it may confuse you. I feel like I got another question. Do y'all want me to go through gaps, like understanding gaps and why, you know what I'm saying? Yes. Do you leave runners on low probability? Nope. With runners, low probability. Nope. 1-to-1, I'm done. Cause like they just, you feel me? Like I don't like them. Okay, so let's go through gaps. We're gonna go through gaps these last 20 minutes, so y'all can really understand gaps. And actually, this is perfect. So, I took this setup. I don't know if y'all remember this. I took this setup. Take this off. This setup I actually took. We're gonna do that for another video, another webinar. How to draw out your zones on 1 hour. We're just gonna stick to the 5 today, and then next week we probably gonna go through the 1 hour zones for people that just want to just trade higher time frame or just want to mix the 1 hour with the 5 minute. So if you if you took a buy right here, right? When it comes to gaps, all you need to see is a candle that haven't been covered. What do I mean by a candle haven't been covered? If can get put in Discord broker info. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just getting distracted by these messages. Okay, so the main thing when it comes to gaps in the market is you want to make sure that a candle haven't been covered or just consecutive candles haven't been covered. Okay, so if I'm looking at this price right here, the area that haven't been touched into is this right here. This drop from right here to right here. I'm gonna drag it across. Right here. Right there. Oh my God. Come on, bro. All right, right there. Now that's a gap in the market. Why is that a gap in the market? Because it's a drop. It is a drop right here, but it pulled back and never came back into that area. That is a gap. That's a gap in the market. Don't overcomplicate gaps. If you can't see it, no, I'm not gonna say that because some people like you gotta really pay close attention to it. Even with the high probability supply and demand, The gap may be so small you can't see it. That's why you gotta stretch the candle. Stretch the candle so you can see it. But definitely all you gotta do is just see where is the momentum being pushed and is there pullbacks. If there isn't no pullbacks, because the only way this is gonna get covered is if price come up here and then drop. Okay, it didn't do that. It left this little gap right here. It left this little gap right here. So that's the gap in the market. I'm gonna go through some more setups. Okay, like even right here, I'm gonna do a replay mode. Even right here, where's the gaps in the market? We have hella gaps from right here to right there. Now really think about what I just said previously. That green candle pushed out, but that pullback of that next candle, which is this candle right here, it didn't pull all the way back. It didn't pull all the way back to fill in that candle, which was this whole candle right here. It didn't. It only tapped just a little bit into it, and then it went up. And the same for this candle. Like, pay attention to the candles. You see what I'm saying? This candle right here, only pulled back just a little bit, but didn't fill in that candle. That's a gap in the market. Gaps are everywhere in the market, but we only care about it. Like I said, we only care about gaps as far as leaving runners and high probability supply and demand. That's it. You like if your setup is not high probability or you're not leaving runners, you don't really have to focus in on it unless you like if you're in a trade and you're trading support and resistance, or you trading like a resistance level and it's dropping. Where is the gaps looking left? What haven't been pulled back to? That's all gaps is. I don't trade gaps, but I trade supply and demand, high probability supply and demand that have gaps attached to it. Okay, so that's really all it is as far as gaps. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna go through one more because I want y'all to really understand this. It's not even that hard. I swear, gaps is not even that hard. It's really not. Okay, this is perfect. This is perfect. Oh, and this is actually a good example of a high probability supply not working out, because just because it's high probability don't mean it's gonna work out. So say if you did this, and you like, oh, okay, this high probability, or we about to, you know what I'm saying, we about to run up the bread. Okay, you about to run the bread, and then this happens. It gets into your zone, and it blasts right through it. If it do that, that is invalid. Don't look at the sub no more. Or the setup may turn into a resistance. That's another thing. If supply and demand is not being respected, but it's still at resistance, you can take that trade, but it's not a supply. It's not a supply. It's just a regular resistance sale. You know what I'm saying? So be prepared for both. I say that on my course all the time. Supply and demand, shouldn't the box be covered the wick? Yes, it is. Yes, my fault. That is absolutely correct. Definitely, right there, just like that. But it broke through it. That candle was ugly. LOL. I'm not taking that. I mean, it's aggressive selling though. Like, that's aggressive selling right there. So soon as a candle wicked outside of that box, invalid. Take it off instantly. Take it off and see what it do at that level. It could be a resistance sale, but we never know. But I just want to show y'all, like, even a high probability supply and demand can be broken. It can be broken. Okay. So but this is a gap though. This is a gap. If supply and demand coincides with traditional support and resistance, you'll take the retest. Yes. Yep. Because sometimes this how the market would trick people that only trade supply and demand. Let me tell y'all something. When people only trade supply and demand, they get left a lot. They get left a lot because the market may not want to fill in that gap at that moment, though. It may not want to fill in that gap at that moment. So what you gonna do? You gonna let this break and retest just go? Like, I'm taking that. Like, I'm not about to. You feel me? I'm taking that. So if the breaks the low of that doji, well, I'll take that sell. Let me look. Let me see. This actually look kind of good. Let me see. I forgot if this is a winner or loser. Let me take this off. Yeah, this actually look valid. Probably would take this. Probably would take this. Let me see. Yeah, this kind of look good. Let me see if this is a winner. Where's it for? And it tap right back into it and it drop. I mean, you could have got a quick 1-to-1 with this. Let me see if your stop loss is underneath that. See, but I'll be trying to get 10 pips minimum. This is like a 3 pip stop loss. And I'm trying to go for 10 pips, honestly. So I'll be trying to make my 1,000. But yeah, I mean you could, but I'm not about to go. And that's gonna be another whole webinar. If your stop loss is 3 pips and you're going for a 1-to-1, you can go for more than a 1-to-1, bro. Please, y'all, please. Some of y'all be giving me like, bro, your take profit is 3 pips. No, it's not. If I choose to have a 1-to-1, if my stop loss is so small and I know I'm about to get my 1-to-1, I'm going for a 1-to-2, 1-to-3. Why not get a better RR? So setups like this, say you wanted to like say it didn't come back and it started dropping. Go for a you know what I'm saying? Go for a 1-to-2, 1-to-3. You don't have to go for a 1-to-1 all the time, especially if you got a tight stop loss like this. Like this is a great stop loss. But I think it gave you a 1-to-1, but that's only a 3 pip. We're not doing that. But I wouldn't take this setup anyway because it's outside my trading hours. And this is actually Asian session too, so that wouldn't be smart. But yeah, that's basically gaps though. Like gaps is just areas that haven't had any pullbacks. Okay, like it's very simple. Only looking for it runners and high probability supply and demand. Let me look at these questions. What session indicator do you use? Patty trading sessions. Patty trading sessions is, you feel me? Just type it in, Patty trading sessions, and it's gonna be there. Even if you're still risking 1%. I don't do that. I don't do just 1%. I do 2 to 4%. Can you do some support and resistance setup? Yeah, I can do that. Here go one right here. So we got major rejections, and then it tap into that area right at 9 a.m. I'm taking that. It's that simple, man. It's literally that simple. I'm gonna zoom in. I mean, stretch these candles a little bit. So we got rejection wicks right here. Rejection wicks. You see now this. I'm so happy they showed this. You see how this is a high probability demand, right? That last down candle left the gap. If you can see it, you can see it. It's this area right here, up in this area. It left the gap. What do we do? Disrespect the high probability demand. So what do? We delete it. Delete it. It's over with. They don't care about that. But they stop at a level which is support, and it's a mixture with a liquidity grab. That's why I said like we're not just strictly just trading support and resistance. We're trading liquidity grabs within support and resistance. You know what I'm saying? So that makes it even more high probability for our trading support and resistance when the candle right here is wicking lower than the previous low. That's what we love. That was just like the setup that we took, that y'all took this week when it dropped right there on that bank level this week, and the wick was lower than the previous low. That makes it more high probability. Like people don't even be knowing like we're really trading liquidity grabs. That's what we're really trading. So yeah, this is a support right here, and then wick a little bit lower, grab them lows. People that had their stop loss right up under here, and then start going up. You take the buy as soon as it break this high right here. Right here, stop loss right here. And you got easily what a 1-to-3? One, like, you know what I'm saying? An easy 1-to-3. I mean, but listen, okay, 2 to 4% is just me. That's what I'm comfortable with. If you want to risk 1%, that's, you know what I'm saying, that's you. Everybody is different. That's why I don't be telling people, oh, only risk 1%, only risk 0.5%. What are you comfortable with? You know what I'm saying? What are you really comfortable with? I can't tell you how you should risk your account. I can't tell you that because I may be more aggressive than you. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk, I may be a little bit more aggressive than you. So it's all depend on what you're comfortable with and what your account size is. So I don't know anybody that's trading 5 figures in this chat room or 6 figures, but we're gonna trade a little bit different from people that trade smaller accounts. So the homework assignment is just 5 charts over. No, I'm gonna let everybody know what the homework is. I just wanted to show you how to turn it in. Tuesday, I'm gonna have the homework pinned on both chat rooms, and I'm gonna tell you like, okay, I want this only on gold or silver or whatever I ask for. So you will know. You'll know. Do you take do you take a long time to flip your money to 35K before quitting? Yeah, bro. Yeah. That shit, bro, I don't know why people be thinking like it took me overnight. I was trading way before I came to YouTube. Like people gotta understand that. I was trading way before I came to YouTube. Grow, not flip. Yeah, definitely grow. We're not trying to flip. How do you calculate lot sizes on the fly to make sure the setup doesn't take off with okay, either you got magic keys, you can do it on the fly, or you're gonna have to calculate it manually. Now that's gonna take a long time if you're trying to catch the setup on a 5 minute. Like real talk. That's why I risk my account with a fixed lot size, or I may go to that website that I have in the announcements where you can calculate the risk so you can know how much you're risking, especially for indices, especially because you do not want to lose big on indices at all. You don't want to do it. You do not want to do it. Magic keys is good, but it's bad because it's good for forex pairs, but it's not that great for indices. Gotta keep it a buck with y'all. It's not that great. Can you grow your account with only 1K? Yes, you can. You can. Use a position. Yep, exactly. Use a position calculator. All right. Any last questions? We got like 7 minutes. Any last questions? I kind of was all over the place. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of mad I couldn't put everybody in, but next Zoom I'm gonna make sure everybody can get in because 100 people is not enough. It's well over like I don't know how many people's in here. Is equity at the double top equal highs? Yep. Well, liquidity, equity, same thing. Yep. The US 30, bro. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go through US 30 and then we just gonna wrap it up. All right, let's see if we can find some setups. I don't be looking at US 30. I don't be looking at US 30 at all. Look at this setup. Now, okay, you came for it, brother. Thanks for putting the time. Yeah, no problem. Um, look at this setup right here. Look at this setup right here. This is I don't really like it, but it's valid. This is extremely large. This is extremely large. But really look at this setup. Um, I don't really like it, but pay attention to what it did when it first tapped back into that box. You like pay attention to this right here. I'm gonna circle it right here. This is a big ass box. This is a big ass box. However, it respected high probability supply and demand. Okay. This was the last up candle before it dropped. We got aggressive selling. It came back up. Did it tap back into the box? No. And it left a gap. It left a gap between this candle and that red candle right there. What do it do? Tap back into that zone, broke candles, and dropped. Now, would I take this setup? Probably not because that box is way too big. But if you do take setups like this, make sure your stop loss is above candles minimum. Like we're not taking that. We're not taking that. Let's go to some more US 30 setups. Oh my god, this is pissing me off. All right, so this right here, like these setups should be easy to take. Like when like this week, when next week when I start screenshotting setups, like y'all should know exactly what to do. Like it shouldn't even be deep. You break out of that area, it don't respect demand, but it respect this swing low right here. You should know what to do. Like it's you know what I'm saying? Like it break 1-to-1 lead a runner. Okay, the runner got stopped out. Okay, cool. You feel me? So that's just a simple little trade. That's not even nothing to really think about. Like we should be just eating those, like easy. I do not be looking at US 30 at all. How do y'all trade this? Okay, so we got rejections right here. And this is a mixture of liquidity grab. Now this is the afternoon session for indices. I don't really trade these, but for people that like trading the morning session and the evening session for indices, because it's two sessions that produce volume. It's what is this? I believe it's 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is volume in indices, in all indices. 2 to 4. So it slowed down around noon because they're going to lunch. You know, people that work in the real trading floors, like they go to lunch and stuff, and then they come back. They come back around 2, and volume pick back up. So 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is going to be volume in case people can't trade the 9:40 to like noon. You can't trade that. You can trade the 2 to 4 p.m. and it's going to be a volume. So this is a setup right here. This is major rejections right here. It comes down to that level. What do? We get a liquidity grab that low. What do it do? Shoot back up. It's the same stuff over and over. This is support mixture with a liquidity grab. That's all this is. And y'all already know. Buy, stop loss. Now, this is the thing. Remember what I said. How big is your stop loss? Let's see how, because this US 30. You gotta like really think about that. How big is your stop loss? That's not bad. 40 pips, that's not bad. We're on US 30. US 30 moved way faster than NAS 100. So that's not bad. That's valid. I'll take that. Because you're going to definitely, US 30 going to give it some breathing room. You just got to risk a little bit less. This is too messy. I don't, I don't like that. And go a low probability demand right here. Low probability right here. So you got to draw out the general area because it's already been tapped into. Yeah, I don't really like this setup for real. But yeah, this is just low probability demand right here. I mean, it have a gap attached to it, but this wick right here kind of messed it up. This wick right here kind of messed it up because it tapped above it. Let me look at that last candle right there. You see how, let me zoom in so y'all can really see this. So it can really make sense why this low probability. This candle right here, it pushed out, but then it closed back in. Low probability. Just off of this doji right here, it pushed out of that red candle, that previous red candle, and then it came back into the box. Low probability. Why? Because there is no gap attached to that last down candle. There is no gap. So that became low probability. So you would definitely want to put your stop loss underneath here. But that's all I got on this webinar. Next week we're probably gonna talk about the 1 hour levels, or y'all can actually have requests too. We can have requests like, okay, can we go over that? I hope I answer all y'all questions. I actually apologize that I didn't know that Zoom have a max capacity until you upgrade. That's actually irritating. Why is Zoom like that? They know people be using Zoom. My cousin right there. Anyway, I hope y'all have a good day. I feel like I have more now. Again, if you're having a hard time using the Discord or something not working, please message me separately so we can get you right. Like I said, Launchpass had a hiccup yesterday. Don't even know why it wasn't working, but yeah, we should be good now. So this is recorded. Man, you feel me? He over here coughing, but yeah, this is recorded. So I'm gonna send this to the Discord literally right after. So I hope y'all have a good weekend. Monday we on it. Monday we're on it. We're not playing. Like I said, if I see a setup that I'm really like this look good, send it to the group. If it's invalid, I'm gonna delete it. So you gotta. I don't know how y'all gonna multitask, but y'all gotta figure that out because we on a 5 minute. So you feel me? I don't know how you gonna do it. Whether you gonna have like your monitor, your phone to see my notification, or how y'all gonna do it. But y'all gotta figure that out because we're on a 5 minute, so we gotta be on point. But yeah, like I said, I hope y'all have a good weekend, man. I'm about to send it to the group, and then we just gonna go from there. I know, yeah, that homework. I'm not playing. As soon as I see somebody not doing the homework, I'm on your ass. All right, y'all have a good day, man. I'm out. Record.